Welcome to African Reads Comics, where we dive into the extraordinary, the absurd, and sometimes the downright unsettling. Today, we are peeling back the layers of DC's most unconventional team, the Doom Patrol. They are not just weird for the sake of being weird. The Doom Patrol is a team built on trauma, alienation, and the search for meaning in a world that rejects them. While the Justice League represents power and perfection, and the Teen Titans embody youthful hope, the Doom Patrol thrives in their imperfection. They are not just superheroes. They are survivors, outcasts, and existential rebels. So, what makes them so profoundly different? Let's dive deep into the strange, surreal, and philosophical world of the Doom Patrol. The Doom Patrol's powers are not gifts, they are curses tied directly to trauma. These characters are not celebrated for their abilities but alienated because of them. Take Robotman, Cliff Steele. A man who lost his human body in a car crash, now trapped in a robotic shell. He's the team's powerhouse, yet his story is a constant struggle to reconcile his human mind with his mechanical body. Cliff isn't just a hero, he's a man wrestling with the question, am I still human if I've lost everything that makes me feel alive? Then there's Larry Trainer, the negative man, radioactive and permanently bandaged. Larry is the team's outcast among outcasts. His power to release an energy being comes at the cost of his own humanity. And beneath it all, Larry's struggle with his sexuality makes his journey a haunting metaphor for isolation and self-acceptance. And who could forget Crazy Jane? With 64 personalities, each with its own unique power, she embodies the chaos of mental trauma. Jane's story is a reflection of what it means to live as a fragmented self in a world that demands conformity. Rita Farr, the glamorous actress turned elastic woman, has the power to grow and shrink at will. But her lack of control over her body mirrors the struggles of body dysmorphia. For Rita, heroism is not about mastering her powers, it's about finding self-worth. The Justice League saves the world because it's their duty. The Teen Titans fight for their ideals. But the Doom Patrol? They fight to prove to themselves that their lives still have meaning. Their victories are messy, bittersweet, and often thankless. In one of their most iconic battles, the Doom Patrol faces the Brotherhood of Dada, a group of villains who reject reality itself. Their leader, Mr. Nobody, turns the world into absurdity, forcing the Doom Patrol to confront not just him, but the very nature of heroism. What's the point of saving a world that sees you as a freak? And then there's their ultimate sacrifice. The original Doom Patrol gave their lives to save a small fishing village, a sacrifice that went largely unnoticed by the world. Their story asks a haunting question, if no one remembers your heroism, was it worth it? The Doom Patrol isn't just weird, it's surreal. Their stories blur the line between reality and absurdity, forcing readers to question everything they know about heroism. Take The Painting That Ate Paris, where the team battles a sentient artwork that consumes reality. It's a story that asks, is the world we live in any less absurd than the one they're trying to save? And then there's Danny the Street, a genderqueer, sentient street that offers refuge to outcasts. Danny's existence challenges everything we think we know about identity, community, and belonging. The Doom Patrol isn't just a team, they're a critique of the superhero genre itself. Where Superman inspires hope and Batman enforces order, the Doom Patrol questions everything. Their leader, Niles Calder, isn't a noble mentor. He's a manipulative genius who views his team as experiments. His betrayal highlights the dark side of heroism, the exploitation of the vulnerable for a greater good. Even their villains are metaphors. The Brotherhood of Dada represents chaos. The Scissorman cut people out of existence, symbolizing societal erasure. These enemies are less about world domination and more about existential threats. At its heart, the Doom Patrol is an existential story. It's about fractured people trying to find meaning in a chaotic world. Their battles are less about saving the day and more about saving themselves. Cliff still asks, what makes us human? Crazy Jane shows us the power in embracing our brokenness. And Negative Man reminds us that identity is a lifelong journey. The Doom Patrol doesn't fight for glory. They fight because they must. They're the outsiders, the broken, the forgotten. But in their imperfection, they reflect something profound, the resilience of the human spirit. So the next time someone calls them weird, remember, sometimes it's the weirdest among us who understand what it truly means to be human. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the Doom Patrol. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Until next time, stay curious and keep reading.